Dr. Olive B. Luewing, welcome to the Missouri Botanical Gardens. Thank you for coming out on such a hot day. It's my pleasure to be here, Carol. Please, call me Olive. Okay, Olive, what is the meaning of your life, your existence, literally, as an alternative personality? Well, you know that as well as I do, Carol. I exist to give your sense of play free rein. My persona gives you permission to explore new territories and not have to be an expert. Your credentials are quite diverse. Artist, scientist, author, motivational speaker, and fly fisherman. Is that correct? Yes, but really, all the things you mentioned, Carol, are just separate parts of you. Exaggerated a bit, perhaps. But by creating me, you can take several different interests, put them in a single context under the persona of Olive, and bring them back under the label of art, performance art to be precise. Even as an artist, you can limit yourself. For instance, very few people know that you can draw beautifully, Carol. It's as if those drawings aren't good enough, not cutting edge. But if you attribute the drawings to me, I can sign them, and they can be public. Tell us about a series of drawings called Kinsella's Wallet. This is Kinsella's wallet. It's a fly wallet. Stephen Kinsella died many years ago. I never met him. But when a friend of mine found his old beat-up fly wallet in a box in her garage, she gave it to me. Leafing through the pages, I felt as if I was reading a diary of the man. So I decided to draw each page as a sort of meditation on a life I never knew. Thank you for making these drawings, Olive. I don't think I would have taken the time. Well, that's part of it, isn't it? Slowing down, taking time. For instance, how many times have you had a great idea for a book, but never written it? And how many books do you have on your shelf because you love the book cover, but you never read them? Quite a few. That's why I create actual book covers for books that are never written. The idea is enough for most people. I come up with a concept, design the cover, I print limited edition copies, and then I advertise virtually, usually on my Facebook page. It seems as if your recent work, P.S. Your Fly is Down, Memoirs of Catch and Release, is getting excellent reviews. But if the book doesn't exist, how can that be? Yes, well, I have over 290 friends on Facebook. As many as 20 will be there tonight in your audience. They post comments, and I reincorporate those comments back into the design of the book cover. It says here on the back jacket, and I quote, Dr. Luewing's use of false casting to lengthen and shorten her logical arguments is adept and pulchritudinous. Who is Bob Recon? I've never heard of him. Well, I'm not exactly sure. He friended me on Facebook. I think he's an invented personality of a conceptual artist in the Netherlands. There are probably as many invented personalities on Facebook as there are real. What other work do you exhibit on Facebook? All of my inspiration, personal notes, field photographs. I have an album that pays tribute to my heroes, Jane Goodall, Mother Teresa, Mr. Rogers. One that documents anthropological experiments. Here you can see me doing undercover research at the Grand Wig Shop on Lindell. And here I'm learning to throw an addle-addle in front of Hargrove's Fly Shop on Manchester. I document the beauty and the tragedy of the life cycle. Here is a baby rabbit that made its way into my studio. And here is the same rabbit after my cat found him. I publish photographs of endangered species and the discovery of new species, such as the St. Genevieve lawn deer and this rare shot of the elusive Luftus Delphine balloonus. It says on your Facebook page that all scientific findings published by OBL are verified in real life and not Googled or Photoshopped. Why is this? I think many people suffer today from nature deficit disorder, so I use my virtual existence to help them become aware of the natural world around them. Recently, several Facebook friends have contributed their own photographs to my page. Here is a photograph of colubrid thamnophis triplets, sent in by a friend in Fenton, and another sent in by a school teacher and her students on a field trip in Margaret Park. So you're saying that by knowing you as a virtual personality, real people are going out into nature, taking photographs and posting them on your website. Is that correct? Exactly. Does this connect to your activist work? Yes, I've been creating petitions in the form of short videos that encourage my audience to slow down and be patient. Notice the world around you. Let's watch. Olive, your work appears deceptively simple, but the range of styles, the blurring of art and life, the fluid boundaries between the natural and virtual worlds, it's very complex, quite hard to categorize. Well, that takes us back full circle, doesn't it? To why I exist, why you created me. As Olive, I embody your sense of play. I give you permission to try anything and to be anyone. Thank you, Olive. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the Webster faculty this evening? Simply this: don't forget to have fun. Give yourselves and your students permission to explore. And by all means, slow down. Have patience. Learning takes time. And there is beauty in the details of a life lived artfully. Olive, thank you for your time today. I really wish you could come this evening and present your work and your philosophy to my Webster colleagues. Thanks for the offer, Carol, but I must admit, I'd rather be fishing.